Hey everyone, back again with another video to help you out. This time taking the stereo receiver out of this 2018 Honda Fit. The tools I used were a flathead screwdriver, a Phillips head screwdriver, an 8mm on a quarter drive socket, and a ratchet with a little extension, and maybe even a little stubby Phillips head screwdriver as well. I would suggest, if you're doing this at home, to use a nylon panel removal tool so that way you don't mar up your dash or scratch anything on the edges. I'm in the junkyard, so it's not a super big deal here, but I'll get right into this. You'll need to use your panel removal tool to remove the bezel around the speedometer first. It's just held in with clips and goes all the way around to the other side. Pop that loose, and here's all the clips you can see. When you go to put this back in, you'll just line up all the studs and push it back in. Set it to the side. Then you'll need to remove this upper portion that goes around the vents here. Just be careful when you take these out that you don't break off your vents. It'll just come up behind here and just pop these loose, and along the edge here, which is another reason why you want that panel removal tool. Or if you don't have one, you can just take your flathead screwdriver, wrap the tip of it with black tape just to keep it from scratching or gouging into your dash. Pop that up out of there, set it to the side, and then you'll need to come over here and remove this panel here. It's just held in with clips again, just like everything else. Just get in behind on the edge here and pop this loose. And here's all your clips on the back side of this. Again, being careful not to damage your vent. Set it to the side, and then you'll have some screws here. You'll have a screw here and here, which are also 8mm. They're like this configuration here. So they are an 8mm, but they are Phillips head screws. So you can remove those. And then over here, you'll have to unclip these two plugs here. They go to the passenger airbag light and also your emergency lights, your hazard lights. You have to unplug these two clips here. You just have a little trigger, squeeze that to remove those. And then down below, it's not necessary to remove the heater controls, but you can. You'll have to definitely come up underneath here though and remove this panel here that has the power outlet and USB. There are plugs on the back side here to remove. This one for your USB, just squeeze the trigger and remove that. And then this one for the power outlet, but you remove those. So then you can access from up top, I'll show you, right down here, you have your final Phillips head screw slash 8mm bolt to remove. And it's hard to see, it's easier to feel it, but it is right where my finger is. And you can see the bracket right here. So when you line this back up, you just line that up and put your screw back in. Be careful not to drop that. You'll be lucky to get it to fall down into the center console, but you don't want it to fall down inside the dash. But when you've got those 3 bolts removed and such, you can then get in behind here. Just be careful on both sides and pull this stereo straight back. You'll have clips on this side to line up, and then on this side you'll also have a little clip right here that lines up and snaps in. But there's that there's that bolt bracket right here that sits way back under here, so that's why you have to come in from underneath in order to access it from under here. So when you get it pulled out, you'll have some slack on the back of this, and you'll have all your plugs to unplug. You may want to take a picture of these before you start, just that way it makes putting them back together that much easier. But here's all your plugs to remove. You just squeeze the triggers on these, and then you'll have these series of plugs here. You just squeeze those little triggers on this side and on the top here, and then you'll have a couple of these guys. You just squeeze on top of that one, and then again on these ones just press on this top portion and remove those. But that's what it takes to remove the stereo from your Honda Fit. If this helped you, drop a like down below, subscribe for more videos, and I thank you for your time.